Hello Scorpio, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your weekly tarot forecast. Please like, comment, and subscribe, especially if this reading resonates with you. And also go check out the other videos that may pertain to you for your sun, moon, or rising signs. I think that'll give you a much more dynamic picture of what's going on this week. And let's see what it is that Scorpio needs to know for this coming week. First card today is the Nine of Cups. Now, we are going to lay out the rest of our Dove and Serpent spread. And that is going to include an 11th card, a mystery card, a bonus or confirmation card. We're just going to put it right here. We're not going to look at that until the very end, so stick around. And we're going to see if that'll just tie the reading together or give us that confirmation that we're looking for. Okay, so first stop, I think today is going to be this. We got to just get this one out of the way. This is the Seven of Discs. I think that in the recent past, you experienced some kind of a loss or a failure or just an unsuccessful project or endeavor. Or something recently just didn't work out the way you wanted it to. Right. And I think that you're still holding on to a little bit of that energy. You're bringing that into your situation this week. Okay. So that Seven of Discs, this was the recent past. Something didn't quite work out. Right. And I still think that you're still holding on to a little bit of that disappointment or resentment or just a little bit of just a sense of like, damn, you know. The good news is, though, moving into this week, we see kind of the exact opposite of that. We see the Nine of Cups. This is fulfillment. This is pleasure and satisfaction of desires. This is happiness. This is really, you've got 9 out of 10 cups full, right? And that's a lot. That's a really, really joyous time. And so I think this week is really about you getting back to this happy, successful, fulfilled feeling. And I think it's going to come by way of this association with whoever this person is. This is the Justice or Adjustment card. Typically in these readings, this represents a connection with another person, some kind of a deep bond, commitment, contract, or marriage, something that's very kind of no nonsense, very serious. It's a very deep and strong connection. So I think you're going to make this connection this week, or you might already be connected with this person. It could be an organization too. I don't see any overt signs of it being an organization. There are a couple of court cards here, so I think it might be one particular person that you are connected to or that you will be establishing this very deep connection with. And it's going to lead to this happiness, fulfillment, success, joy, this wonderful feeling of having your desires satisfied, right? Which is a very nice projection, right? When we're coming from something like that, we almost feel like, man, I'm never going to be happy again. Like I'm never going to recover from whatever this thing was. I'm never going to recover from that. But you know what? We can just get rid of that card. We'll put it over there. I don't think that's going to really make a difference now. I think you're bringing some of that energy into the week, but it's not going to last. I think this connection with whoever this person is, and I'm going to jump ahead of myself, I think it's going to be a fire sign. This is the Prince of Wands. I think it's going to be a masculine energy individual with a strong fire sign somewhere, either in their sun, moon, or rising signs. I think they're going to be a fiery person. It could be in their personality too, that they just have this kind of fiery nature about them, really excitable and really just kind of anxious and just like ready to go, right? Really, really exciting. But I think probably a fire sign. I think that's who you're going to have this connection with, this deep bond. It could be a really deep commitment, a contract, an agreement. It could be like a marriage or a partnership, could be a romantic thing. I don't think particularly that it's going to be a romantic connection, but it could very well be. But it's going to have that deep connection, okay? And it's going to really be crucial to this establishment of this happiness, fulfillment, and satisfaction, and this fulfillment of your desires this week, right? I think also what is going on with you is this Two of Swords. I think this is kind of dominating your thoughts right now, kind of dominating the situation with you this week. I think this, I don't mean to bring this one back, but I think it's related to that. Now we'll get rid of that. We'll put it back in the deck. don't even know where it is now. I think this is you still kind trying to decide what happened with that situation, trying to decide like where you went wrong, what you could have done differently, why it happened. I think there's a lot of thinking involved and a lot of kind of trying to decide where to go now or what to do, right? This is kind of like a crossroads. It's kind of trying to look, well, should I just go that way, or should I start doing something else? Should I do that? It's kind of this indecision, this kind of inability to really focus and decide what to do next, okay? Furthermore, I think that this is that past situation with that card that we already forgot about. I think this is really still like piercing your heart, right? Because if you look in that, it's piercing that lotus there, and that's just kind of like that's the core of your being, right? So I think this really affected you in a way that you're still thinking about it. Like I said, you seem to be bringing that energy into this situation this week. So I think it's something that you still are feeling the kind of, the sting from, okay? And it's affecting kind of the way you're thinking about your current situation and how you want to proceed forward in life or in the work that you're doing or whatever this is involving. But again, I think it's really going to hinge on your connection with this person who, again, I think is that fire sign. It's going to be that deep commitment, contract, that agreement or bond with that person that's going to really bring out the opportunity for you to succeed and fulfill your desires, right? And I should put a little, kind of caveat in there. It's not that this person is required for you to be happy. It's not that your happiness is placed in another person and now it's their responsibility. No. I think it's through your association with that person that you begin to feel like you can accomplish anything, like you can live your dream. This is the moon card here in the immediate future. I think this really is you just really realizing through your connection with this person, through this association and this agreement, it brings out this realization in you that you can really do anything that you dream of. Whatever you dream, you can make a reality. And that's kind of what the moon card is telling me, that you're really going to start to see the potential, the possibilities. You're going to start dreaming wildly again, and just like, and maybe literally too, maybe at night you're literally going to have some very like vivid dreams or some lucid dreaming kind of experiences, because you have this like new pathway opened up for yourself where you can literally accomplish anything. And whatever you can imagine or dream about in life, you can make a reality. And I think that is, again, coming through this association with this person. I think they're going to assist you to get to that point, right? But it's really you doing the work. And I say that not just off the top of my head, but because we have this Prince of Discs down here, moving over to the path of the Serpent here, down in the position of you, your ego, where your head is at, the energy that you're putting forth into this work is work. This is you really doing the work, taking the steps, performing the actions, and really doing the hard labor, the heavy lifting in this situation, right? So it's not just you're going to be just dreamy and fantasizing and you're just going to feel good and whatever. You're going to have to do the work to create that happiness for yourself, to take advantage of the opportunity that you have through your association with this person. The next card there is that fire sign, that masculine type energy fire sign that you're going to have that connection with, but you're going to have to do the work to really manifest that happiness and that satisfaction, okay? I see that a little bit of your concern here is that you're losing touch with who you are. You're kind of losing touch with that deeper part of yourself, that compassionate, that really emotionally sensitive part of you. I think is kind of being hardened a little bit, or you're worried about losing that, because I think you're generally a very compassionate and an empathetic person. Okay, I think you really do connect well with other people. You really understand people, and you have a lot of like generosity of spirit and heart. And I think you're worried about this situation, or that past the card that we already forgot about, that might be just kind of hardening you a little bit, or building a little bit of a wall between you and other people. And it might be causing a little bit of this kind of hazy perception of what is kind of really going on, like what is the true feeling and intention? What is the true vibe going on around you? But again, this is just your fear, your concern, a little bit of a worry that you might be losing that connection with people. But I don't think this is really a valid concern. There's not really a lot else that we see related to that would kind of confirm that fear. We did have this Eight of Cups that's representing a little bit of your unconscious tendency, and I think that this is just a little bit of a tendency to indulge in that self-pity. And that could be related. That could be why we're seeing this Queen of Cups up here. Because I think that there's a little bit of this just feeling sorry about things and just kind of wallowing in that a little bit. I don't want to dwell on that because I think things are really, I want to focus on this Nine of Cups. This is the real happiness that you're going to work hard and you're going to attain. Last card today is this Eon card, this judgment, wake-up call, rebirth, this baptism by fire kind of deal, where it really is going to be a new and exciting path for you in life. I think that whatever this situation was that we already forgot about, I think that the doors are opening to such a wonderful future for you. This card is all about closing off the past, making a decision to kind of be done with it, let it go, and think about the future. Look at what's ahead. Look at all this great energy, the opportunities that you have in front of you. And this is that card. Now we're going to look at this mystery card, this confirmation card. And this is the Emperor. This is you really taking charge of that future. This is fire. This is fire. So you're taking this future potential, this doorway into the rest of your life, and you're really owning it. You are the boss of that, right? And so you have this authority, you have this control and this discipline, this fiery ambition and energy to go out and work hard for your happiness, conquer any fears or doubts that you have, and move forward with your life. Step through that doorway into your future. I think it's really going to be satisfying and joyous and just pleasurable and fulfilling and wonderful and happy. Okay, we're gonna jump into this a little bit more in the extended version. You can become a member of this channel by clicking on the link in the description box. Otherwise, this was your weekly tarot forecast. Thank you so much.